Hey everybody, this is the week 5 update for the General Assembly session in 2023. Now I didn't get this out over the weekend. I had a lot of stuff going on with my family. I had schoolwork to do, and then on Saturday I had a father-daughter breakfast with my 3 oldest girls, and so that kind of took me out of the house for some much needed R&R time and time away with my girls. And so I really enjoyed that, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't get this video out, so my apologies for not getting it out over the weekend. But just want to give you an update on some of the bills that we had go through the Senate last week that are up for floor vote this week. Now, on Wednesday, the Senate decided they were going to just arbitrarily kill House bills without allowing us to speak for our bills. And so if they didn't like the bill that was presented in the Senate and it was similar enough, in their opinion, they just didn't hear any testimony, did not allow the patron to speak to that. So what we did is we did a little response, and so Delegate Nick Freitas and his gun subcommittee just arbitrarily killed Senate bills in the gun committee. Now, these bills did need to die. They were bad bills that infringed on our rights and our freedoms, but nonetheless, if they are going to play the game the way they want to, then we're going to play it the same manner. Then it all of a sudden changed the way they were addressing some of our bills. I had House Bill 1433, the Counseling Compact bill that went through the committee the same way that we expected it. The same folks that voted against the Counseling Compact on the Senate side for the Senate companion bill, they voted against it in committee, and that one is up for a floor vote today. And so we'll have a final update for that bill in week 6. House Bill 1866, this is my ABC bill. Now, this is where things got a little weird with the Senate, right? And so after all that back and forth, them killing bills, and then Nick Freitas taking a stand, the ABC licensure bill was heard in Senate subcommittee, and it passed unanimously with full Democrat support. And so I was a little surprised by that. I was really expecting it to die because it passed the House on party line vote. But nonetheless, it's going to go before the Senate this week for a floor vote, so we're really excited about that one. Now, I know it's not addressing some of the major problems that we have with ABC here in Virginia, but it's a step in the right direction. It's continuing conversation, and that's what we need to do. We need to make small steps in the right direction to make sure that we are going to attack the bigger issue head on. And so small wins, small gains help us win the war. And so really excited about that in that regard. Last up, the House Bill 2251. This is the dental licensure bill that creates a work group of stakeholders in the dental industry, brings them together to look at the dentist and the dental hygienist licensure process to make sure that we have the best licensure process that we can have to make sure that we're getting the most qualified and the best trained dentists and dental hygienists here in Virginia to be able to take care of Virginians. It passed the committee with 1 no vote, and then that's going to be before the Senate floor this week, and so we're really excited that one should pass. We got several other bills that are going to go before the Senate this week. Last week I had thought that the 2-week early voting bill was going to be going before Senate, but because Tuesday was a very long day in the Senate, that one did not get heard, so we're expecting it to die tomorrow. And that's just the fate of the bill because it's a good bill, and it's not doing any type of voter suppression or infringing on anybody's rights to vote. It still expands. It's still an expansion of the one-day voting that we historically have had across the nation. So it would still allow 14 days of early in-person voting. So again, it's a good bill. We know the Senate's going to kill it, but that's just the fate of the bill. We also have our concealed handgun permit bill that's going to be heard this week. And then we also have our boards and commissions bill that will be heard this week as well. And so we're hoping to gain some traction on those. But if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to my office. The easiest way to do so is sending an email to delpscott@house.virginia.gov. That's delpscott@house.virginia.gov. As always, take care and God bless.